Good morning and welcome back to VEDA. It is 6:31 a.m. and I'm in a parking lot waiting for the bus. But tonight, I know I don't have time to film a professional video, so this is what you get. And the reason for that is we are going to be attending the premiere of the most ambitious pop culture crossover of our decade, according to news outlets. My sister, my father, and I are going to see Marvel Avengers Infinity War this evening. Now, the way I talk about this makes it sound like I have no clue what I'm talking about, but we have been following the franchise since it started. It began with watching the Iron Man, the first Iron Man, with our dad when we were younger. And then, I don't want to miss the bus. And it also morphed into us actually attending movies at the movie theater. It is hecka bright. Close enough. We've, followed everything. We've gone to the last, 12 or so movies. I don't know how many there are anymore. The most recent was Black Panther. We went and saw that. That was amazing. Saw Civil War. I remember seeing Thor with a migraine. We saw, Captain America we didn't see when it came in theaters. That was one of the early ones I watched on DVD. Saw Doctor Strange with a bunch of friends in college on the big screen in IMAX, I think. Or maybe we saw it just in 3D, but that was trippy as all get out. This guy next to me looks like the villain from The Princess Bride. Thoughts about this movie? Well, number one, I may have accidentally spoiled myself because, it's no secret that they're probably going to kill somebody, but I made the mistake of going into the Infinity War tag on Tumblr. That was totally my fault. I really shouldn't have. There have been screenings. I don't know why I didn't think there wouldn't be spoilers, but I saw some things maybe I didn't want to see, and I'm hoping to God that they were trolling us and lying. And also, way to go, guys. They politely asked you not to say anything, and you just went and said stuff. So I have blacklisted every tag I can think of. I am preparing for the very worst. 'Cause in my brain, you cannot possibly put together a coherent, cohesive storyline with enough character development when you have over 30 main characters. I just don't think it can be done. And I saw someone this morning who's a pretty prominent movie reviewer on the internet who I follow, who basically said exactly what my prediction was. This van is gonna hit me. Oh, there's my bus. Okay, well, those are my thoughts. Hold on. And here we are again, 8 hours later. It is, what time is it? 3:11. I have less than an hour to do my makeup and get out of here. So, what I was saying before, I don't think this is going to be a cohesive film, and I've seen this prediction before. Everyone is like, this is either going to be excellent or it's going to be a hot mess. And I'm leaning towards hot mess, because I don't know how you could possibly screenwrite this. Also, I could be wrong, because I don't follow Marvel as closely as some people do. I enjoy it. By the way, I like my dress. But I'm not really deep into the mythology. So, I'm fairly sure this is going to be Infinity War Part 1. So, my dad and I have discussed this a little bit. We think that they're going to focus on phasing out the new guard in this particular film, and then focusing on the newer people like Spider-Man and Doctor Strange and all these people who've come in before, and having them sort of come in and be the new guard, which makes sense to me, because I have a feeling nothing is going to be wrapped in this one movie. And if it's not a two-parter, they have a bigger problem on their hands, because they don't have enough time to settle all of this. They don't have enough time. And I know that they're going to kill someone based on possible spoilers I might have seen. No confirmation, no idea if it's a thing. So, I'm very nervous for this. I do like Marvel. I think they've been, you know, kicking butt since Iron Man. They've been able to keep it up pretty solidly. But I worry this is gonna be a structural mess because there is the Cast of Thousands movie, but you still only focus on 5 or 6 characters, like Independence Day, like that's a Cast of Thousands movie, but you still only focus in on, you know, the president, Will Smith's character, Randy from Christmas Vacation's story. I don't know. I forget who he plays. Again, they keep it very concentrated. And, you know, there's a clear villain and they are able to, you know, take care of it in a 2-hour format. So, there are a lot of loose ends that they need to tie up. Like, especially with the Bucky Barnes, they haven't brought him back in a while. Like, he's been in a few teaser things, but he's not necessarily been a huge player in the past few. Black Panther's really the only place where they brought him back. And Captain America, I have a feeling they're gonna phase out. And then, you know, I have no idea if they consider Guardians of the Galaxy old guard, new guard, what. I have a feeling they're not going to get rid of any of them because I have a feeling they're going to do a 3. Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I doubt they're going to do anything major with Spider-Man. But I saw something that makes me worried that I am wrong. I'm very nervous. I'm worried I'm going to be very disappointed. But I'm already going in expecting the worst, so maybe we're fine on that front. But, I mean, and then you've got the Black Widow movie that's been greenlit, so I have no idea if they're gonna kill her or not, or what. And then also we're told that, like, Ant-Man's not even a thing in this one, or maybe I'm wrong. I've been following it kind of closely, but it's kind of hard to keep track, not gonna lie. So, I mean, it's not gonna be every single person, but again, each franchise has its own set of characters, so it's not just Iron Man, it's Iron Man and Pepper Potts and Happy and all these other people, and it's not just Captain America, it's Captain America and, Sam Eagle. I always call him Sam Eagle, but I'm pretty sure that's not correct. And him and Bucky Barnes, I'm pretty sure, is a part of that. And, you know, and then it's not just Spider-Man, it's him and Aunt May and all these other people. Although I don't think they'll bring in, like, the girls' characters for this, because that would just be pointless. Doctor Strange, you know, you've got Benedict Squared and as a part of that. I don't think they're bringing back Tilda Swinton till she died, right? I'm not sure. But that's the thing. You're not bringing just a bunch of characters together. There are franchises being brought together. Also, they're introducing new people in this one, and the timeline, from what I understand now, is not chronological. We were watching Civil War, I think it was, a couple days ago, and they're already talking about Stephen Strange and other people. And I realized that actually a lot of what goes on in the Marvel Universe isn't chronological, but it's all happening at the same time. Which I could just be an idiot and it's been like that the whole time, but now things are starting to get confusing and it's all coming to a head. We're all in the same time zone here, guys. I don't know who wrote this because I didn't pay that close attention. I hope Taika Waititi is. Also, there's the whole talk about them completely derailing Thor's character development from his last movie. To which I'm kind of like, why would you have different people direct this? Or why not have multiple directors? Or why not have, like, someone direct sections? Like, I get that there's, like, there'd be definite conflicts of interests and definite arguments, but I feel like there are just certain directors that know how to direct certain stories, and I have no idea what they were thinking. This is something that I swear to God was probably super ambitious and cool 9 months ago when it was like way far off and like it was just rumors and everything, and now that we're here, I'm like, this was a terrible idea. What are we doing? And I thought I had way more coherent thoughts for this. Turns out I do not. But God, I'm in for a time this evening. And I've had people have already gone to see it because my friend went to a screening last night and she did not look okay on Snapchat afterwards. I basically, that was my like build up this entire week, was going, nothing's gonna ever be the same. It's not gonna be the same ever again. They're gonna get rid of so many people. God, so many actors are gonna lose their jobs. And I watched a little video essay about Guardians today. So I've been refreshed on what Thanos means to Gamora. He's like her adopted father, as well as Nebula, who I think's a good guy now. It's very hard to remember. That's also the problem with Marvel movies. I like them, but they're never something for me that warrants a rewatch. And I honestly, like, I kind of only see them in theaters. I really like Marvel, and I'm invested in the universe, but it's kind of like an event for me rather than a lifestyle. It's a movie comes out every month or so. Like going to see Black Panther is really awesome, and seeing, what it did for, empowerment, and, seeing Thor, and, like, that was funny, and, there's gonna be, like, people who are gonna be like, she's a fake nerd girl. No, I'm just not a super nerd for Marvel. But I'm invested. I like Cap. I like Iron Man. I really like Doctor Strange, probably because he gives me house vibes. I've liked all the movies. I'm not into the X-Men thing, but they're a whole separate... That's a whole separate franchise. But, I'm nervous. So I'm invested, and I know probably in a month I'm going to forget about it, because, that's how media works. It comes out, it's a big event, 50 think pieces come out, and then we forget about it. If you're seeing Infinity War, best of luck to you as well. I will see you on the other side. We have finished the movie. Okay, hold on.
Lindsey, stop the video because she's dumb.
Well, that thing's not steady. Depression, anxiety. That's
more
just
depression. Screaming. We're making a lot of dark jokes because otherwise we wouldn't have been able to.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to handle it. I did cry once, which has never happened to me.
Things a certain character deserved. Not that. I cannot say which character because spoilers.
The body count was high, but not as high.
Very high.
No, it wasn't as high as I expected it to be. I was expecting like 90% of these people to be gone.
I was expecting a much lower body count, actually.
Oh, okay. Well, you were clearly more optimistic.
Yeah, I was. Yeah. It's a ride. It does not give you a moment to breathe at all.
Yeah, and I think maybe that might have been one of its problems, because then the emotional moments don't settle in.
Yeah, but some of the emotional moments sucked because of certain reasons that I can't name, because spoilers. I hate Purple Joss Whedon.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's in general.
Yeah,
okay,
that's in general.
Yeah, here's the thing. I think he was an interesting...
They delved into his backstory. I cannot see the backstory.
I understand. No, but I liked the fact that he wasn't just strictly evil, and it wasn't like, I'm upholding my beliefs. Like, you generally did see a conflict, which I kind of liked. It wasn't just a simple... Like, because every villain thinks they're doing the right thing. Like, every villain does. Mm-hmm. But it's usually very simplified, where this one, you could clearly see him doubting himself, which I think makes him an interesting character. Doesn't make it okay, but to me,
it just made him annoying.
I personally like that. I find it way more interesting than just your typical, like, I'm doing this and it's correct.
Unpopular opinion.
He was, yeah.
And I know that people will be like, but it's in the comics. I am not a fan of Scarlet Witch and Vision. They did explore the relationship more in the movie. I'm not a fan of them. I like them individually as characters. I don't like them together.
I liked them together.
I like them as friends.
The reason why I think they're put together, though, and I learned this just today, is that she gained her powers from the same stone that's a part of him. So there,
I thought it would be the Reality Stone because that's the red one.
It's not. Yeah, that's she gained her powers through that stone. So that's why I think there might be a little bit of like an actual like science connection there. So I liked them together. I liked that, like, you know, despite the fact that you can't devote a lot of time to this isn't spoilery. You couldn't devote a lot of time to it. I liked the fact that I got to see it. That it was explored a tiny bit, and you kind of got an idea. It's going to open up a lot of room for headcanons, I know this. Like, because there was a good 2-year gap.
I'm not sure if this counts as spoilers. If it does, you can probably leave it out. They didn't really explore anything with Bruce and Natasha, even though they did.
Honestly, that's fine.
Reunion, and I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying they didn't. Hallelujah.
It's fine. It's fine.
I didn't like that one.
I think I was into it back in the day, and then like as time went on, I was like, yeah, that was pretty.
If you're a fan of any of the characters from Black Panther, they had really awesome fight scenes.
They had some really great scenes.
They all had some really great scenes.
We're not going to be too specific.
It's a collaborative fight.
There is a great trio that happens during a fight scene that we didn't know we needed.
And it was fantastic.
It was fantastic.
It was fantastic.
And I would like a spin-off, please. There are some things where I'm like, I feel like they were like, oh, the audience is gonna hate this. All right, let's fix it. Like it was kind of. I was just kind of like, well, no, like it's about being comfortable with being uncomfortable with it because so much stuff went down in the past few movies, and there were a few things where they're just like, let's fix it. And it was.
There are 2 cameos though. There are 2 cameos that I love that I will not mention because if you don't know that they're in there, they will shock you and you will either scream or low battery.
Yeah.
You will either scream or you will be like, no. But they're fantastic.
Oh, do you mean celebrity cameos or character cameo?
One celebrity cameo.
The celebrity cameo was pretty great.
There's a celebrity cameo, and then there was a character cameo that I enjoyed. Oh, stay till the end. Obviously, it's a Marvel movie, but stay to the end because
brace for impact.
Brace for impact. Honestly, it is a wham. It's a wham shot. It's a wham shot.
I've never heard that term before.
You've never heard that term before?
I've never.
Wham shot. Wham shot, wham line?
Nope.
Wow.
Never heard that.
We're not going to tell you who.
Do you hear it? I hear it.
Is there someone behind us? No. A little bit.
It's like a high-pitched sound.
Yeah, I heard it. Aliens?
Aliens?
Is Thanos coming? The movie, there's no room to breathe. It can get a little long at points.
It is the longest Marvel movie.
It's the longest Marvel movie. You're definitely going to want... I'm looking forward to Infinity War Part 2 for reasons that I can't say because of spoilers. We have theories. We're not going to say what theories are.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Go see it.
Just see it.
Go see it. Form your own opinions.
See it. Cry. If you have not seen Marvel movies before, if you have not seen all the Marvel movies,
you'll be confused.
Watch the Marvel movies first.
Watch, or at least like the group ones.
Well, yeah. At least watch the group ones. Like and as the group ones, I'm also including Civil War in there.
Oh, that counts. Yeah, that counts.
Even though that's a Captain America movie.
It's a group.
It's a group movie.
It's a group effort.
It's an Avengers. It's an Avengers. Okay, can we just say that?
I don't understand why it wasn't Avengers Civil War because that's.
It was supposed to be, but then like we
maybe because there's no Thor.
Yeah.
So they're like, it's not really the Avengers. So. Yeah, I guess.
Avengers 1's still my favorite though.
Doctor Strange is still my favorite. I thought that was an awesome movie. So.
All right. That's our thoughts.
That's our thoughts.
Go see it.
Happy VEDA. I will see you tomorrow. 2 days left. 2 days? 3 days.
What?
Video every day in April. I finish.
Sweet.
On the 30th. So Monday. 3 days. 3 days.
30 days. How's September? April? Yeah, April. Okay.
Yeah. So, all right, guys. Bye.